Yeah, maybe.
But a bit of different light situation today, because I think we're having some light troubles, but hopefully that's all okay. You guys good?
It's just Yep, all good.
Good, lady?
Yep, all good.
Go for it.
Daisy, how do you find the 20 points against Carlton?
Yeah, we thought we were able to compete with them for a long period in the game and got away from us late. I think probably the way we used the ball early in the game, opportunities to put pressure on their defence and score, I thought we were a bit unpredictable to each other. So, yeah, tidying up some of our offensive decisions and execution and how we look forward to the footy will help us score, but also take away their ability to turn it over and then go back against us, which I think, yeah, in the end, the gap in the game was that when they won the ball back off us, they used it well and scored. I think they had eight turnover scores to our 4. But yeah, I think if we really nail that, and that's what we've trained and gone after this week, hopefully we find a couple our way and yeah, take a couple off the table for them, because it'll take the pressure off us needing to defend their turnover.
Did you focus on the last quarter at all? How much did you learn from that last quarter? Because that's really where they got away from.
Yeah, I think there's a bit in the last quarter, and to their credit, they played 4 quarters and run the game out. But I think we sort of put pressure on ourselves in that last quarter because of leaving opportunities out there throughout the rest of the game. And then a couple of little circumstantial things like having Gibbo come out of the game early, but with her illness, and a few other things not work our way. Yeah, a few things that we think we can address, but it's mainly our efficiency early in the game that we thought we could have done better. Our effort, our will to compete sustained the 4 quarters, but we just put too much pressure on that part of our game because we kept handing it back to them.
Their intercept defence too was very strong at the weekend. Have you looked at that? How do you get around that?
That's what I'm talking about, is just making sure that if we use the ball a bit more predictably, if we look a bit more structured ahead of the ball, we'll be able to score, is our plan, and it'll take a few off them because they won't be able to intercept on us.
Kate and Vivi Hill came back in and were obviously influential. What do you sort of take from that, and how do you kind of shut them down this weekend?
Yeah, they're hard-working mids. Bella can probably speak to this as well as I can, but yeah, a bit of time into both of those players. I think they're clean around the contest. And then they're really smart at trusting each other once they're going to win it to get out. A few times we got caught out sort of inside the contest and they'd already left, and then they got involved multiple times. So just being really wary around that. Plan A is to win it first, but plan B is trust our tackle pressure to get it done and hold our layers so they can't just chain through us and get a couple of involvements. But they're both really hard-working, hard-running mids, so yeah, we'll put some time into them.
How important Jess Wrench available, and also emotion around what could be Dana Hooker's last game?
Yeah, I think Hooks has described that. She's relieved, like that she got to announce it, got the recognition she deserved, and we got to celebrate Hooks and her career and legacy last week. But now she gets to go out and play footy with that kind of behind her, and yeah, a real sense of what it can feel like when you think it's over. So I think she's as hungry and as ready to go as anyone. So I think she's glad to have done last week and now gets another crack. But yeah, Wrenchy back is a big inclusion. She's played such important roles for us this year, and then disappointing to have her miss through her suspension last week, but she's ready to go, and she not just performs a role herself, but it enables great flexibility with some other players on the field as well. People like Swanee, when Wrench is in the side, it gives us a bit more flexibility with how we use her, so it's going to be a real positive having her back in the side.
Bella, for the playing group, obviously very exciting over the weekend, but I guess we're midweek now. How have you kind of, I suppose, refocused that energy back on the task at hand?
Yeah, it was a big weekend. It was a very big emotional roller coaster, but I think for us the good thing is that we were in the 8 pretty much the whole season, so we were pretty consistent. It wasn't really a chance that we are in the position that we were, and I think the great thing that the coaching and the staff have done this year is we've just stayed process driven, so it's been pretty easy to refocus, and it's probably a lot easier when you're playing the same oppo that you played 7 days ago. So yeah, there was obviously a lot of learnings that we took, and the girls are extremely like just hungry to get after it. So that refocus came pretty easy, because there were definitely lots of things that we left out there that we wanted to get after this week, and we definitely did that today. It was probably one of the best training sessions we've had for a while. So yeah, everyone's really committed and hungry and ready to go.
It felt almost like finals the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, 100%. And that's, to Dais's credit, that's kind of the message that we've been going after. Geelong was pretty much a final, and that was great. We got the result there. And then same with Sydney and Carlton. They were both kind of finals-like games that we were looking at. So yes, we're in kind of the real situation now, but we're playing with that mindset the past couple of weeks. So, and the great thing about our group is just everyone is so competitive and so hungry. So there's no fear around what that looks like. We're really just trying to embrace it.
How much do you ask Daisy about? Daisy's obviously been there and gone all the way, and this is obviously a young group. How much did you sort of ask about that, what to expect in finals?
Yeah, Charlie and Daisy had a good conversation about it and how it feels. And what did you say, Daisy?
Well, yeah, I think Bella touched on it, is if you set the season up right, you sort of don't have to change a lot when you get to this point. Is I think the thing that finals teams do well is they understand what they look like at their best and don't stray too far from that. Win or loss, if you move away from the core of your game, you can find yourself sort of chasing things that don't make a big difference. And I think that's a really important thing come finals, is we got here for a reason. So be really clear about what that reason is, and double down on that. So I think that's the biggest thing that we've sort of spoken about this week, is what are we good at and how do we make sure that we train and bring that on Saturday. And then what are the couple of lessons that we take out of the loss? And again, that's something we've done all year, win or loss. We've really encouraged the group to not ride the emotion of an outcome. It's like, come in and get to work, and we want to just keep improving, keep progressing. So yeah, everyone else will call it finals. There'll be a national anthem at the start. There'll be all these things that are different, but what we're trying to do is just keep improving and play to our strengths.
The crowd was through the speakers today, all a part of that, trying to replicate what you're going to face?
Yep. We know it's the first time for a lot of people, so things like a bigger crowd, a national anthem, different little nuances that finals bring, we're talking about them so that there's no surprises on the day. But they're just little 1%ers. The main thing is just, I think from experience in finals is, just stick to what got you there. And play in the moment. Like we're going to be playing against a very good opposition who we got a taste of on last Friday night. So there's going to be moments in the game that challenge us, but it's important to go into the game not hoping that challenges don't come or pressure moments don't come. It's accepting that they're going to happen and be ready to sort of negotiate our way through them.
A disappointment for Michaela this week.
Yeah, we're spewing. None more so than Westy herself. She's put so much time and effort, not just into her own game, but the way she stepped up as a leader, as our vice captain. She's been such a great support to Belle and Charlie, and she plays such an important role for us. She's not someone that would be in the top of the charts on any of the stats lists, but in terms of the way we want to play, her pressure and her run and the way she helps structure us up is so crucial. And disappointing to see her go down in just such an innocuous incident. But to Westy's credit, the way that she carried herself through last week, knowing that she was going to be in the position she is, you sort of can't fault her. She's continued to help us be better and been throwing ideas our way and wanting to play her role as our leader. So it's been really impressive, and she'll get to work now on her rehab. She'll have surgery early next week, and be ready to go next year.
You mentioned Wrench. Who else is sort of putting their hands up for selection, or what other changes could we expect?
Wrenchy available. The rest of the team, there were no injuries, which is pleasing, so it gives us some more depth. And so Annabelle Johnson, Lucy Boyd are players that have been getting after and improving their game. Annabelle Johnson in particular was impressive on the track today, so she'll put her hand up. But sometimes you can keep improving, and as is the case with many finals teams, there's some really good players that will miss out, and that's sort of where you need to get to play and compete in finals, is to have that kind of depth in your squad. So she's given herself an opportunity, but we won't make a heap of changes to the team that was really competitive for big parts of the game.
Well, you're going to be the first captain of the Eagles' first finals. How's your captaining journey this season gone with Charlie and the leadership side of things?
Yeah, it's been great. It's really enjoyable. Probably haven't had much of a time to reflect on, I guess, captaining into a finals because it does feel the same. And I think what Charlie and I have been good at this year is just sticking to the process every week and not trying to change our leadership too much. So it's been really great with the help of Harrow and Days and our leadership group that we've had is we do get to have weekly check-ins and reflections with each other. And a big thing this week was what are we going after with our roles, which then I guess in turn reflects into our leadership. And again, for us, that's just not changing what we're doing. We're here for a reason. And I think if I reflect going to finals, like a big part of this probably for Charlie and I is like we get to take this group into finals, but it's girls like Swanee, I think in particular, who's done 5 years of being the captain and unfortunately not being able to lead us into a finals, and we kind of get to do that for her and with her. So girls like her and even the just OG girls from the first year, some of those girls. So yeah, there's a lot of pride in it, and we haven't done a whole lot of reflecting yet because we just want to go out there and play and get the job done as far as we can go. But yeah, it's pretty surreal.
Speaking of OG girls, Belinda Smith is playing her 75th game this week, first finals as well. What does B mean to the group, and how good is that to fall on a milestone like that for her?
Yeah, Bee's just a great connector and she's a great energizer bunny, and she's the first person that asks questions, and I think what that does for a lot of the younger girls is then make them feel comfortable that they can also ask questions that they don't know. And yeah, when she was injured a couple of weeks ago, like she just has all the girls over to her house, cooks them dinner. She's a great connector in that way, and in terms of being a player, like just has been so incredibly durable over a time. Like to get to 75 games in the women's comp is by no feat easy. So yeah, she's been a great player of this competition for so long, and we really value her heaps.
She's a clever player, and yeah, the way that she's been able to evolve her game over her career is just a testament to how much she loves footy. And I love coaching her because she's passionate about strategy. She asks great questions that challenge you, and you know, on a game like Friday night, you walk down to the huddle and she's just beaming, wanting to know what's next because she just loves the opportunity so much, and that's in high pressure moments. So her passion for the game and competitiveness is going to be really important on the weekend, and yeah, awesome that it falls on her milestone game.
And just one for you, Days. I know the Eagles have kind of become everyone's second favourite team, cheering on us over the weekend. What is the message to our away fans to get down to the game?
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's some diehard West Coast supporters on the East Coast who we've gotten to see and been just blown away by their support when we've come on the road, and look forward to seeing them all again there Saturday. But yeah, for everyone else who wants to come down and watch some of the young stars of the competition or who've loved seeing their improvement, we'd love to see you at the game and need all the support we can get at Icon Park.
How far into finals do you think you can make it? Excuse me.
Well, one week at a time, as cliche as it is, we've got great confidence going into this game that we can take some lessons out of Friday night, and we go in with confidence against Carlton, and that'll land us in the second week, and we'll go from there. So, we sort of don't put a ceiling on it. We've built great belief, and we know that at our best we can compete with anyone, which we've shown throughout the season. So, we'll focus on this week first, and then see how we go.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.